let's get into focus. Let's get into focus. Here's my Stanley Cup. Woo! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you decided to join. I never really learned that, but welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about my birth experience, or my delivery experience, or my delivery experience to the birth of Nyla. The day of, I actually took some videos because I'm like, what if one day I can share it on Instagram or on YouTube? And today is that day. Whatever details that I feel like is missing, I'll go ahead and just kind of like jump in a little bit. Okay, let's get into it. Thank you guys for clicking this video, for watching this video, for supporting my channel, for supporting our family. I can go on. All right, let's go. So today is Jesse's birthday. Happy birthday, babe. And we were scheduled to go get baby turned at noon. And this morning at like 5:45, I had my first contraction. It was like super painful. So we are on our way to the hospital because it might potentially be baby's day as well. What are the odds? You remember how he's making the jokes that like your birthday present would be this baby? Yeah. Like at the beginning of our pregnancy. And now look at us. It might just be. Yeah. Okay, so some of you guys know I've had contractions my whole pregnancy, and it would be like you'd feel pressure, my stomach would harden, so like I could see the outline of the baby and then it'd go away. But this one, it came with a little pain, right? And I was the person during my pregnancy that was like, I called my midwife all the time, and I had her number so I could text her, because I just, after you lose a child, you become a little bit, you know, I don't even know the word that I'm looking for. And so I was like, God, if this is the real thing, if this is actually me having contraction, give me a sign. And I used the bathroom and I was spotting. So I was like, say no more. I am right. We here. And so I go back to the room, and I didn't want to start with Jesse. So I did this like, wake up. It is the day. And my guy, he woke up. He was there 100%, like he was ready, okay? And so we made our way to the hospital. All right, guys, it's 8:23. Mucus plug looked like it came out. Say hi, babe. Hey. And it feels like my water just broke, essentially. This is insane. On Jesse's birthday. I still can't believe it. I just still can't believe it. She tried you.
She's taking over.
She tried
already.
you. So we'll see what happens. This is insane. I was supposed to get this baby flipped today. Jesus had other plans, I guess. So by the time I made it to triage, I didn't even have a room yet or anything. I went to the bathroom and my water broke. And I think I was in a state of shock because things were happening, but I was like, I just can't believe it. It's today. Okay guys, so I am 8 centimeters dilated. So if she wasn't breech, I could have been going into like I could have been pushing her soon. We're going to the OR to get a C-section. Yep. I think that's pretty much the update.
We're excited.
So my contractions, they were painful, right? But I had learned how to breathe through them. So that deep, like it really did help with the pain. And I truly, honestly believe if Nyla was not breech, I would have been able to push her out easy. Not easy as in there's no pain there, but I just feel like it wouldn't have been a 20+ hour labor type situation. There came a point where my midwife was trying to see how far dilated I was, and my cervix was completely open and this baby was on her way out. Everybody was just kind of like, let's go. This baby's on her way out, like, let's go. And I'm just sitting here like, like it was just, Hey, Dr. Touch. taken to the OR. That's where they did my epidural shot. And I actually have video clips of that, but I'm not gonna share it because I myself couldn't even watch it. Like the first time they did it wrong and I screamed out in pain. I think that video for me just kind of brings me back there. I'm just not ready to watch it. Like I was trying to watch it for the purpose of this video and I just couldn't. So we're gonna skip over that. The gist of it is that they did it wrong and they had to do it a second time.
God's got you.
You play a song.
Play a song. She's crying. Oh, babe. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Oh.
I was freezing cold on that table, guys. When she came out, people were excited, like, oh my gosh, you know, look at the baby, she's crying. And I'm just shivering and I'm crying and I'm like, get me off of this table. I feel terrible. All you feel is just people moving things around. So with the epidural, I didn't feel the pain of them cutting me up, opening me up, taking the baby out. However, you do feel like things are being moved around. And so that feeling, you still feel the pressure of it. So that feeling in of itself was uncomfortable. Like, yeah, I don't feel the pain, but this is uncomfortable. And I was miserable on top of that table. So Jesse was like rejoicing and he's like, you know, she's crying, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sew me back up. Get me off this table. I'm done. Get me off.
They're stitching you back up. Almost there. Almost there.
After they took her out, they did all the things where they weigh her. He cut the umbilical cord. They took her to the nursery because she was shivering a lot, and so they had to give her a bottle. So after all that was done, I was able to see Nyla. I didn't get that automatic, you know, bond that people desire right after giving birth. It came a little bit later for me. Yamli was trying to come visit us as well, and so she couldn't come in because we didn't have a room. So she literally sat, I think she sat in her car for like 2+ hours waiting to come see me. That's my best friend, y'all. That's my best friend. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I'm gonna stop zooming in. Happy birthday, dear Jesse and Nyla. Happy birthday to you. Woo. At this point, the pain of my C-section hasn't, I don't even remember when I started feeling the pain of my C-section, but y'all, getting up to walk to go use the bathroom after a C-section is literally the scariest thing ever. I was paranoid that something would happen, like a stitch would come undone or something. I was like super careful how I got off the bed, what muscles I used, and Jesse had to help me a lot. He did the diaper changes, he did the bottle feeding, because I just could not move a lot. The only time I held her was when I was doing skin to skin or when I was practicing latching, but for the most part, he did everything for Nyla for those couple of days that we were in the hospital. The night of her birth, we kept her. The room was really cold. We didn't really know what we were doing, but Nyla was way too cold. She was freezing the whole time, and she essentially cried the whole night. The second night, however, our nurse was like, hey, do you want us to take her to the nursery? And I said, y'all had a nursery this whole time and nobody said nothing? And I was, take my child. Take my child. I'm paying. Take my child. Okay, so they took her that night and they took care of her. They nursed her. They changed her. And so Jesse and I were able to sleep a little bit. In the room that I had, they had 2 patient beds. So one was for me, one was for Jesse. So we were able to sleep like semi-comfortably. That second night was a gift from God because, man, that first night we did not. There was no sleeping. there was zero sleeping. I was sent home February 10th, Friday morning. I left a review for one of our nurses because she was amazing. When I told you, she told me everything breastfeeding related, everything with my stitches, how to take care of her when I get home, because it's like you prepare for this baby, but you don't know what you don't know. Like, you can only prepare so much, and when it comes to breastfeeding, you can't really do it until they're with you. And so yeah, she taught me so much, and I was so grateful for that lady. I was like, she needs a raise. Okay, so my mom came to visit Nyla while I was at the hospital, and I had another close friend of mine that visited Nyla while I was at the hospital. But when we got home on Friday, Jesse's parents came over and saw Nyla. It was just the cutest thing. Like, it's their first grandchild, so I loved every minute of it. So I would recommend a midwife. I think they make the experience so much more personable, because I ended up with an emergency C-section. She didn't deliver my baby, but she was there with the doctor that did my C-section, and she held my hand. She checked up on me after the fact. Like, she made herself available to me. I can text her, I can call her, and that doesn't happen with every OB. I've talked to people where I'm like, why can't you just call your OB? And they're like, I forget what reasons they say, but they make it so hard for you to get in contact with them. And yes, I get it. Like, they're delivering babies left and right. I get it. But my pregnancy matters too. Like, I'm paying you an arm and a leg. But yes, I would recommend a midwife to anybody. I think the hospital choice also makes a difference, because I had a hospital stay previously that was terrible, but this one with delivering my baby, it was amazing. Family was amazing. They showed up. Oh my gosh. And then the week after giving birth, I had people from my church cooking for me and bringing me food. Again, my community showing up for me. I don't deserve these people, but they would bring us dinner. Some people made homemade meals, and some people just kind of ordered some of our favorite things from, restaurants or whatever. We were grateful for that. My grandmother actually came and spent the first couple nights with us. She basically stayed up with Nyla essentially all night. Like, I was trying to learn how to pump. I was trying to learn how to breastfeed. My milk didn't come into like 5 days later, so I was trying to learn all these things. And so having her with us really helped us, because when she wasn't there and we were trying to figure it out ourselves, like, we just could not. First time parents, like, you just don't know. It's stressful, and so it's like, you don't know your baby yet, you don't know why they're crying, all the things. But yeah, her being there definitely helped me. A week after having Nyla, we did her baby photo session. A baby photo, is it called baby? We did her baby session. Oh my gosh, the title's eluding me. Anyways, I had a friend reach out. We went to high school together. She's a photographer for babies, and she was just like, hey, I would love to do a session for you. I said, yes, absolutely. And that was the day I had my first panic attack. After the photo session was over, time to go back, get in the car, I just stood, because I don't have an SUV. I have a four-wheeler, low to the floor, like, regular four-wheelers. And I just stood there and I started crying, because I was freaking out about getting in the car, because everything after a C-section, everything is a struggle. Getting into a car, getting out of a car, getting out of bed, getting into bed, like, everything just required, like, you just couldn't do it. It's just, you just couldn't do it by yourself. So everything required me being helped. And even though Jesse was right there ready to help me get in this car, I was just so scared that I would do something and hurt myself and hurt my stitches. Guys, whew. Giving birth is already like a whole thing. Getting a C-section and dealing with like not being able to just sit down and pee by yourself, not being able to just get into bed by yourself for several of days, several of weeks, it's a lot. It's a lot. I've learned so much in this experience to where I'm like, if I know a mom that has had a C-section or just gave birth in general, Let me show up to your house and do your dishes. Let me show up and cook you a meal. Let me show up and help you with something. It's really hard because as moms, we're like, I pushed out this baby. This is my baby. I need to be able to do everything. But you don't need to be able to do everything. You do not accept the help. Let the pride go. Accept the help, because that's Jesus helping you. That's Jesus providing a community, providing a fence around you to uplift you and motivate you when you can't do it yourself. It's a whole nother tangent. Anyways, I'm so grateful for my community. I'm so grateful for my husband. He is so amazing. I'm part of a mom group, and they'll complain about their partners not helping them. And it just breaks my heart because it's already so hard to do. It's already emotionally taxing. And so I'm so grateful for my husband. I'm so grateful for my grandma, my mom, my dad, my family, his family, my friends. Like, oh. I'm just so grateful because I don't feel like I did anything to deserve the love that people showed me and showed us and showed Nyla. Like, I am so grateful. I feel like I'm just gonna turn off my camera now and go cry in the corner. But I think that's it. I will do another video regarding my postpartum journey. Nyla is napping, so this time around you guys won't see her. She's such a doll. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, I love you guys. I gotta figure out how to end my videos because I technically don't know. I just don't know how to say bye. So, bye. Peace out.